Hi guys. Uh, so this is Friday, and it means that we are having our regular AMA. I know that you have a lot of questions, but probably let's start with some introduction first regarding the current situation in Waves. So it's not so simple, but we are moving forward. So what's happening right now, actually? So we are moving forward with the gateways on Waves Exchange, and the transactions are being processed right now. We had some kind of like liquidity crunch type of situation, but it's getting better at the moment. Also, it's very important to note that these gateways actually are going to be deprecated soon, because there is a team in Waves ecosystem that is going to launch a new decentralized gateway protocol. And today, actually, they're publishing their white paper. It's like light paper, so there's going to be some like maybe some tweaks to it, but the light paper is going to be published today. And as far as I know, the protocol is working in the testnet, and around January, we will integrate Waves network, WX network will integrate these bridges into their system. So the situation like is moving forward, and I think it's time to move on to like more decentralized gateways. Probably it would be best not to have any bridges at all. Probably we are not so advanced at the moment, unfortunately, but at least we have to make our bridges work better and more transparent, more secure. So this is the next step that should be done. And there's going to be also different milestones within that project. There's going to be like the first version of the bridges. And I hope that we will move to like almost fully decentralized bridge model when you don't have even like a one smart contract that governs the bridges, when you have a purely peer-to-peer communication between different networks. So there's no chance that some contract can be compromised because there is no one contract that holds a lot of money. And this setup is going to be based on peer-to-peer technology. And I think this is the best thing that you can do with bridges, because probably you can't decentralize them like completely, but there is something that you can do, and so you can take it to the maximum. And this is probably what should be done. Yes, so this is it. This is one thing which I should tell you at the beginning. And the other thing is regarding USDN. So we are working on a new USDN white paper. USDN will move to over-collateralized model because as we can see, incentive-based models don't work too well in all current in all market conditions. So probably it's better to stick to the models that do work actually. And over-collateralized model has proven itself to be quite robust. And we wanted actually to announce this approach today, but there is like a couple of technical details that we have to work out still. And also we have bridges announcement, light paper, and bridges light paper is being announced today. So let's not like announce two things in one day. So we're still working on the light paper, on Neutrino protocol light paper of the next generation of Neutrino stablecoin. And you can see that current USDN is currently heavily depegged. And this is actually not good, of course, but we have a plan basically, because this upgrade of the protocol will breathe a new life into current USDN, and it will create a better stablecoin model, which is over-collateralized. So we are working on this transition because probably it's quite clear what we want to do in terms of like over-collateralized stablecoin, but the trick is to deal with the legacy that we have, that is take the current model, current USDN model to the new model. And we need some time for that, but we are like moving quite fast, working on that like 24/7, among other things. So two important things: gateways are getting unstuck at the moment. Finally, there is a new approach to bridges that is announced today, and you can check the light paper in Waves channels. And we are finalizing our stablecoin model, which will be over-collateralized. And what we are working on now is the transition from the current model to the new one, so that the current model, still remains for some time at least, and there is some like future to the current USDN. But at the same time, we need to create a more stable coin, which will be over-collateralized. That means that it can't be depegged, because its like repegging mechanism will depend on over-collateralization, not on some incentives that work in most market conditions, but sometimes they just fail. Yep. So now I'm ready to answer your questions, guys. Tristan asking, Sasha, why not increase fees for gateways during this bank run? I don't know, actually. So I'm not sure that this will have any impact on the situation, because I'm not really sure. I'm just picking the questions from the Google chat, from YouTube chat. So ask me anything. I'll scroll a little. Why USDT withdrawal is halted? It will be resumed. I think like the current queue is being processed right now. So once it's over, withdrawals will be resumed. Why did you continue to feed bot instead of opening withdrawals every 4 or 5 days with more funds? Emmanuel Ferrari is asking. I think we will resume withdrawals for USDN, irrespective of its spec, but we will limit the amount, but they won't depend on the peg. Rockstar is asking, WX network is L2 for Waves? Actually, no, it's working currently on L1. L2 plans are not finalized yet. We're currently working on like Waves 2.0 on L1. Once the concept is done, we'll move on to L2. Who is going to provide these funds to over-collateralize USDN? Actually, will start with that. So I will add my personal waves to that over collateralized USDN. So basically, all waves I have will be added to that model. What about East? Is it over collateralized stable on with enterprise, right? Yes. And I think it will live as well because there is a separate team that works on it. And this team is actually independent. Why the gateway are being refilled with USDT withdrawal from 3 crypto curve pool? Are you investing funds with deposit in gateway? Actually, we had to do some like OTC deal because we are in a very acute state of liquidity deficit right now. So we are like looking for funds, and there was some OTC deal that involved 3 crypto token, and we basically use it to relaunch the gateways. But you are very attentive. How exactly is a neutrino going to be over collateralized? It's going to be around, I guess, 300% over collateral in waves on average. So there is a pretty interesting mechanics that we are like finalizing. So this is going to be something similar to DAI on one hand, but on the other hand, it's going to be LP tokens based. So there is some kind of treasury that issues new stable coins. Those stable coins are used to trade. Actually, there is a bot which like trades in a transparent way. Everybody sees how it trades. It makes money for the treasury. Treasury value grows. There is an LP token that you can withdraw from the treasury, redeem from the treasury. So it's some kind of like DAI model, but with LP tokens. So it's some kind of like collective DAI scheme, because in DAI you have one depositor that creates a vault, but we want to actually make it more like general and allow like multiple depositors participate in the treasury and stablecoin issuance in this over collateralized model. And those depositors will be able to govern the protocol. For example, they can decide when to distribute profits. So there's not going to be any governance token, because your participation in treasury allows you to participate in governance. So there's going to be just one token. That's it. No new governance tokens. WX rewards stop. Why? Because we will start burning them. I think it's going to be better for WX tokenomics, because we need a WX to actually cost a little more. Airdrop when? Which airdrop? If you mean power token launch, power platform launch, I think we'll have to wait. We need to resolve the current issues and launch when the situation has settled down a little, because we need to like focus on the power platform launch without being distracted by all those like liquidity crunches and such. But it's coming, so I hope, because technically we'll be ready quite soon, I think in this year, but the actual airdrop of the token will happen sometime in January. Goose to Flutter, we don't hear anything from West. Yes, actually, guys, because the situation is not so easy. We had to move the whole team. And we started in the US, but the current situation affects us a little, so it's still moving forward. But we can't tell you when we will have some projects there, because we need to launch some projects, but it's coming. So, and somebody mentioned here, EAST stablecoin is being developed by West guys. So I think that could be a project that they're gonna hear more often about. And we're working on business development, trying to launch some project in the US currently. Last week, James McKenna, last week, Amy, you said you don't hold that many waves. Yeah, we'll add around 3 million waves, I guess, to the treasury. Is there any progress with Korean exchange? Actually, yes, I think because there was some progress with exchanges. They started to understand that USDN situation has no direct effect on Waves itself. So there is some indirect effect due to FUD, but there is no technical connection. So even if USDN fails, it can't affect Waves network. So they started to come around, started to understand that. And I think the same will happen to the Korean exchanges, because it's obvious and everybody can check how it works. As for my general, because we've made this announcement this week, this press release about the situation with the USDN can't have any negative impact on Waves network, and that we can do without centralized exchanges. And I would like to actually confirm that now. So I don't think centralized exchanges are good for the ecosystem, I mean, for crypto. On the other hand, so if centralized exchanges are trying to do something reasonable and valuable, we have to support them. So I'm quite negative toward them, but at the same time, I am willing to work with everybody who is reasonable and who is trying to do something good. So if they are doing something good, we will work with them. So many questions. Wait. Let me scroll down. 3 million waves come to where near fully back to USDN. So basically, yes, guys. So basically, we expect that not only us will be funding the new treasury, because the incentives will be sufficient for people to participate with their waves, and we don't need any other coins. We need your waves. The treasury needs your waves, and the incentives should be interesting for you to participate. Hi, Sasha, can we have more transparency on who the teams are and their locations? So we have some people in Dubai. We have some people all over the world, because some people are everywhere now. So there are some clusters of people in Dubai, I guess. Some people in Turkey. Some people are still in Russia, but not so many. We have some people in the US, so it's quite widespread. I'm currently in Dubai. Why can't you access cold storage to refill the gateway? So this is what we did actually. As for Surf, yes. So please, guys, wait a little. So we are working on these mechanics just to make it work finally, because we tried to do some tweaks, and the situation didn't go to our plan, and didn't go actually in the right direction, and due to external and internal conditions. So this time we need to make sure that the model that we will launch now is like 100% robust and can withstand any market conditions. The investor is at a loss. Don't bring me to Russia. I'm not in Russia. I'm in Dubai. So why are you ruining NSBT? We're not ruining it. We're trying to make the whole ecosystem work, you know. So if you have any ideas regarding NSBT specifically, please share. What about USDN and losses of community by virus? So our goal is to make everybody whole, guys. In current market conditions, it might take time, as you understand. So, but this is what we are trying to do. Wavecoin is the second Luna coin. Is that right? It's I've replied to this question like maybe 20 times. There is no similarity between Luna and Waves. It's like totally different projects with like absolutely different setups. So any situation around USDN can't have any impact on the Waves network, because there's not going to be any new Waves tokens issued because of USDN. It's just a DApp on top of Waves chain. So it's not Luna, guys, please understand, because it's a very, and whatever happens, if we just let USDN be, it will not affect the health of Waves network, which is very healthy at the moment. Please answer this: how were able to use USDN as collateral to borrow Waves on Virus when it was voted on not to use USDN as collateral? I should check that. I think it was just like it was allowed on Virus to do that. I have to check that. Where's the roadmap for WX? Nothing is implemented. From the beginning, only collapse and loss of money. I think everything is implemented. Well, what's not implemented exactly? We have everything that we promised actually to do. So what exactly is not implemented? You're phasing out NSBT, making investors nervous, and the team never listens to the community concerns. If they ever had listened, we wouldn't be in the current condition. Please actually be more specific, you know, so what concerns? Please. Korean Waves holders support you fighting. Thank you very much, guys. It's very important for us to make sure that Korean community understands what we're doing, because you're very big, and I understand that you had some issues with Luna, so you are not so confident now, but we are not Luna, guys. No connection. Could you do something about repeg the USDN? We are doing something about the whole stablecoin model. Feel bad for anyone who has their dollars stuck in virus. I feel really bad about them, but guys, I just want to remind you, you actually earn interest, like at least smaller accounts, and we are working on resolving the situation, and a lot of people were able to withdraw their liquidity from Virus, and we are moving forward. Maybe not in a very steady manner, but we are actually. There are now about 100 million USD, and how it can be over collateralized if you put 3 million waves. You will see how we want to do it actually. Where did all the USDT and USDC go? Magically disappeared. Actually, people are withdrawing everything they have like crazy, you know, so on many exchanges, and it affects the withdrawal situation because you have to rebalance between different networks. So this is a problem here because when everybody is withdrawing, it's pretty hard to keep the flow of withdrawals constant. What do you think about CZ and Binance? They support waves or dumping the waves price to get from low? I don't think they manipulate waves price. Actually, I think they have some other problems right now. I wish them well, because if they like go down now, I don't think it's going to be good for anybody. You know, so because this situation is going to be much worse than FTX situation. So you can't really wish them anything bad, you know, because it will actually affect so many people. WX is an amazing product, but please can you confirm that holding USDT or USDC on waves carries no risk and will always be redeemable via the gateway timely? Yes, with the new gateways, we can guarantee that. And they will be there in January. And they're going to be very transparent with proof of reserves, with everything. So meanwhile, we have to transition to that model. But currently, current gateways will work as well. Where do you pick collateral in USDT 2.0? It's too big to inject. And we have a plan, guys. Like today we announced the gateways, the bridges. Please wait for the USDN 2.0 announcement. Hundreds of people are waiting for your enjoyment. The coin should have been $30 now. There are thousands of people who believe in you. Do what you have to do. Thank you very much. Thank you. When will the new mechanics of the USDN treasury be implemented? So we will have the plan published next week. And the implementation should take some time, of course. But we'll try to make it as fast as possible, and we'll try to create a model that is actually very simple, because I think in crypto only simple models can work consistently. If you create something very intricate, it just breaks down in certain conditions. And such systems, if you take stable coins, for example, if you take DAI, its concept is very simple. So it's like it moves on despite the current market situation. NSBT voiced several Phoenix 5539 voiced several concerns about the serve setup from the beginning. Team didn't care and made it tradable. It was supposed to recapitalize USDN, not to be used as a debt transfer tool for Verus to NSBT. Probably you're right. So that was a mistake. I admit to that. And currently, redemption from Verus into Serve is stopped. I'm talking about the current gateways, not the next one. Don't trick me. Can you refill the gateway in USDT and it's faster? We are trying our best, actually, under the circumstances. As you can see, we did that. So basically, and I can guarantee you like better setup with the new ones, because we need to transition from the current setup to the new one. Thank you, Mr. Sasha. Are there plans to list WX on new central exchanges? Let's see, guys, what happens to centralized exchanges first. You know, like I would want to focus on Waves network completely, like not dealing with anything outside Waves, because it is always bad for Waves. You know, so if we focus on Waves network only, we're going to be very successful. If we try to somehow ride on other networks like coattails, it's not going to be good. We have to do our own thing. And it means also that we have to develop our DEX or DEXs, not try to get listed on some centralized exchanges. We trust you and your team. We believe we will turn back to old good days, but we are going down since months without any correction. Yeah, it's like, this is not the best moment for the ecosystem, but we will become stronger, you know, so we will resolve everything and we will become stronger. How will NSBT benefit from this model, Phoenix? You're making another mistake by phasing it out, because we need to somehow like repack and re-collateralize the current model. So, and it's not that we are phasing NSBT out. The focus is different. We want to resolve the issue that we are facing, you know. So let us maybe think a little more how NSBT can be better integrated in this new setup. But it's not that we're like killing NSBT. Our goal is not to kill NSBT. Our goal is to create a stable coin which will improve on the current USDN model, which won't have any risk of DPEG, and which will help us increase TVL in the Waves ecosystem. You know, so this is the goal. How is anyone supposed to trust Waves when we were robbed of our stable coins? It's like, you know, so who robbed you? This is a question, actually. So there was a situation that we are like dealing with currently. And, you know, so we were impacted by the general crypto situation. So by like very severe bear market, by all those things that you probably know about. And probably it's a stress test for Waves. If we can go through it, and if we can like make sure that people don't lose their money, it will mean that Waves is strong and nothing can break us. But nobody robbed you of anything. And I always tell you guys, if you find some proof that like somebody has their money, you know, so you can like, you are like free to have it, you know. Many people wish to exit ASAP with loss. Can we help them? Maybe. I don't know if they should, but actually now you can through on Verus, you can do that by exporting your LP token from vesting. When USDN go to $1, we're not like focusing on the pack, so because it doesn't make sense to try to maintain the pack at the moment. We need to create a new model which will be $1 always. Igor Zhukov, withdraw money at a loss from Sasha's projects. The only chance to save some money. Actually, Igor, so many people made so much money with Waves that I don't really understand your comment, because I won't even comment on that. It's stupid. Can you confirm that all the assets on current gateways are safe and can be redeemed? But they were like, redemptions are working now, guys. So you don't have to ask. My transaction is still on hold for 10 days. Let me ask, actually. I'll ask about like if there's any non-processed transactions. Did you use gateway money somewhere else? No, we did not. Wave is a platform for developing, transferring, trading, and developing digital assets. What has been developed? Yeah, it was developed in 2016. Everything that you mentioned. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Before the Korean exchange is launched, actually. Does the situation improve with Korean exchange and community? Slowly, it is improving. We are talking to them, we are talking to the association, we are talking to some lawyers. So we make sure that nobody can be affected by their decisions, so we need to make sure that nothing bad happens to Waves in Korea. Why did you cheat people with WX IDO? Please elaborate. I think people made a lot of money with WX IDO. What do you mean by cheating? Okay. Why did you cheat people with WX IDO? Can you explain? What do you mean? Will the concept of serve being liquidated for $1 still exist in the new mechanic? I think we should actually allow people to exit at a lower price, so they don't have to wait for so long. I think you're making a mistake with WX IDO burning. What do you mean IDO burning? You're just wasting money with marketing at the moment. You must restore the pack before doing any other action. We don't do any marketing actually currently. What about Launchpad? So it's ready to launch actually. Once the situation with the USDN is over, because now that wouldn't be good, I guess. If the waves are not $5 today, I will come to Russia. A deal. my friend, I'm not in Russia. Come to Dubai. Phoenix, can I discuss SBT with you in Telegram or meet you in Dubai? Sure, just message me. How you and the team is paid in these bad conditions? As always, because I don't remember when the conditions in waves were like stellar, so we've always struggled because we try to do something different, always. So I don't remember when it was easy. So for me, it's like, it's okay. Rodrigo, I replied to you. The blacks changed from payouts to burn. Why no community vote? Because we want to support the tokenomics, and actually it boils down to the same thing in terms of tokenomics. I think burning would be a little more efficient. That's why we decided to do that. CBD laugh about WX idea. He means we can't withdraw WX for USDN unless USDN is above 90 cents. That was not a part of the original agreement. I agree with you. I think that we will lift that term, actually, that condition. Are current assets on current gateway safe and backed one-to-one? Yes. Changing from people earning WX to the GWX to now. So yes, maybe we can make a vote. Actually, I think that's why we didn't vote, because we don't have that mechanics on WX yet. So we can implement this mechanics when the community votes for transactions on WX. And after that, we can actually have this voting for what we should do with WX. Either we should distribute it back to stakers or we should burn it. You changed the ideal claim conditions. We had to, so because we had to take into account the market conditions. So yeah, if when we didn't do that, USDN would have been depegged much earlier and much more severely. Why don't you give people a reason to hold waves instead of USDN or Virus or WX? Why? We do give those reasons. For example, you can issue S waves now with waves, and if you hold waves, you can earn around 10% APY, I guess, maybe a little less currently, if you issue S waves. This is just staked waves wrapped in a token. So if you hold waves, you can make more profits. What role of Surf in Neutrino 2.0? There's going to be a roadmap for both Surf and NSBT. I just don't want to tell you my ideas before we have finalized them. So there is no misunderstanding later. Rodrigo Sanchez, you're being very persistent. You change the ideal claim conditions. We had to. I'm sorry, my friend. Hold waves was the worst decision of my life. I'm really sorry about that. What about negotiations with whales to recap USDN? We are talking to some people, but it's not going so fast actually, but we are. I miss the good old days where there was no USDN, just LPOS waves. But what has changed? Nothing. You have the same waves as before. What's your timeline for restoring the pack? ASAP. What about swap? I think we will implement some new ideas around like safe fi on swap, new models for liquidity pools. So swap will actually move forward. Are you locking the money of the people? No, we are not. USDT from the gateway is already gone. Sure, because there is like a lot of claims, so there is a very heavy load. Any news about Surf? Any good things for holders? Please wait till next week, please. Are there any new projects to add to the ecosystem to bring more money and attention to the Waves ecosystem? Absolutely. So we have the new DAO platform, Power DAO, to be launched, I think around January. We have several ILO projects launching on the launchpad, on the new launchpad on Waves Exchange. We have actually Waves 2.0, the new version of the network. So we have a lot of things. Who wins the final, Argentina or France? I guess Argentina. Why you promise Act 10K or Waves top 10? Maybe it's not too late, so I mean, this is what I wish will happen, so what are you waiting exactly to refill USDT and USDT from the gateway? What we are refilling them? Ukraine media, what about support Ukraine? Always. You talk nonsense. Okay. How many legal cases against you as of this moment, and do you use your personal wealth or waste funds for legal fees? It's a very strange question, actually. What drugs do you use? I don't use any drugs, guys. Yeah, so I think you guys are being very aggressive today, so yeah, but it's okay. What things are they saying about me? Please tell me. Explain the things, Sasha. It's not funny, be clear. What things? Sasha is a crypto OG. I'm confident he will restore the Waves ecosystem and will be better than ever. Thank you very much. Stop giving free money. What do you mean? Why will Neutrino 2.0 be backed by other cryptocurrencies? No, it will be backed by Waves originally, but then there's going to be this like a feature when the community can actually decide to add some other assets to the treasury. Sasha, with no real communication, Waves cannot rise. Listen to the people, not to your wallet. Guys, I just, so I would like to say it very clearly once again. I don't have any like funds like outside Waves, so like zero, and I have no property like zero. And if you can like trace some funds that I like took from somebody, you're free to have it. So all I have is the old Waves ICO account. There's like 3 million Wave there, and basically that's it. So, and yeah. USDN will return the peg to the dollar when we will have a stable coin, like the new generation of USDN, which will be pegged to dollar always. What to do with USDN? Accept the loss? I don't think you have to accept the loss right now. Is there going to be improvement between the Neutrino community and the team? More transparency? Please elaborate, because I think I'm very transparent with you guys. So what else in terms of transparency do you need? Why do you think the legal fee question is weird? Because we don't have lawsuits. I think we have one with a very funny guy, Avi. Probably you've heard about him, but I don't think it's a serious, serious lawsuit. We trust Waves. What happens to Altizen? Thank you. How long will Waves platform exist? Forever, Dmitry. Even if there is like a nuclear apocalypse, we will exist along with cockroaches. No, because we've been through so much bad stuff, and we're still here. So because you just can't kill us, you know. Why change the name from Waves Exchange to WX Network? You see how much exchange things in, because we need to make sure that people don't think that it's a centralized exchange. It's a network actually, because you can also issue your token there, launch your liquidity pool. So it's not a centralized exchange, it's a network. So you give a shit about the people holding your stablecoin USDN right now. If I guess, if I didn't give a shit, I wouldn't be trying to resolve the situation for more than half a year, basically every day, without any holidays and breaks. So it's not the case. You promised details today how to save USD Unpack, but again, there is no information because it's not finalized. I don't want to give you something that is not ready to be announced yet. Please give me several days more. And at least don't kill the reputation of WX. Please open withdrawals. But we did that today. Is Waves completely decentralized? Absolutely. Tomasz, Sasha, this difficult time is good for us and we can change and prepare for better time. Thank you, Tomasz. I don't like the shady high API incentive that Waves keep creating and issuing. Croaked Cedric. Please elaborate. If there is some pool with a lot of votes and there is not enough liquidity there, the APY there should be high. When people add more liquidity there, it goes down. So it's liquidity farming. I don't like it actually, but this is a model that didn't come from Waves, and I think we should slowly be doing without it, but there's going to be a new approach to DeFi. I think I call it SafeFi. Other people call it like RealFi. And I think the next stage is to create incentive without liquidity farming. Sasha, are you also an Alex? Yes, I'm Alexander. And Sasha is short for Alexander in Russian. Dmitry Waves has been upsetting me lately. I can't withdraw USDN from Virus, and now USDN has lost its dollar pack. What should I do? How to be in the situation? Please wait till we have resolved this. Any good news for Waves? Good news for Waves is that we are always there and we're always working on new products, and it won't change. I know that there are many Waves holders in Korea. Yeah, extremely many. It's strange because we didn't have any marketing in Korea, like zero. And Koreans were buying so much Waves without any marketing. It's very interesting. But now Korea is a very important market for us, and we need to make sure that we are on the same page with you guys in Korea. If not, can you refill immediately the gateways? Do you think I am doing this? Like, we have more, like on payroll, we have 250 people in Waves, and a lot of people who are not on the payroll. So it's a process, man. Sheikh Vikas, Sasha, we will keep supporting you. Thank you, man. Let me maybe check some questions. Yeah, okay. I just don't have more questions. You look tired. How are you? I'm okay, guys. Everybody's always asking me about my health. So I'm good, guys. I'm in better shape than like 99% of you, like really, because there's just a lot of work now. So, and I was flying yesterday. Uh, do you think Korean markets are going to the least waves if USDN keeps falling? Actually, I don't think so. I think they now understand how it works. Mm. More questions about like the new USDN? Give us just a couple of days more, to finalize, because I did want to announce the USDN plan today. I can just give some like general details at the moment, but I would like to give you full details. Let's just wait. I'm like being very honest with you. We have a couple of things to work out still. You look tired. Take care of your sleep. Health comes first. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go to the gym now. Thank you. Like, because without like going to gym, yeah, that would be hard. But if I do some sports, I'm back to normal. What do you think about Chat GPT? It's awesome, really awesome. It's a great tool. And I hope AI will become more sophisticated, even more sophisticated than it is now. Because I really believe in like truly sentient AI, and Chat and GPT is pretty close. Why are you feeling gateway drop by drop and letting some people wait weeks? If you have the liquidity, what about using it? Just give us time, man. Don't like, be cool, please. Guys, just let's not be nervous, so we are trying to resolve this and we will. And if you're like genuinely trying to like say bad things about us, if we're not like paid trolls, and you think that it will help, no, it won't make things worse either, but it will not definitely help, so. What about Waves Ducks? They're gonna do fine, believe me. We have the app now in the App Store. It's mostly focused on the current community. And I think around January, February, we will make an app that can appeal to anybody, that anybody can play with, and you don't need to have a Waves account to start. And when you have played long enough, only then you have to open a Waves account to receive the rewards and so on. So we want to reach out to like the general audience. Waves is not going to pass this bear market. What's going to happen, man? We do understand that we are here for 6 years by now. What's going to happen to us? What do you think? Like, so funny, it's so funny. Sasha, you and the Waves team have made a great product with Basic Change. I really like the interface and ease of use. Thank you very much. And there is a lot of things we need to improve still, but we are working on that. Looking at your body, you don't seem to exercise at all. Sorry. Aha. Okay. It's funny. Yeah. Don't wait for any like nude pictures. I'm sorry, man. You won't have them. We'll fight until you do. Go ahead, man. If you think I care, you're mistaken. You can FUD as much as you want. It won't help you. The less you FUD, the faster the situation will be resolved. Close the stream and get some rest. Wow. Do I look so bad? It's really funny because I feel okay. Actually, is it hot in Dubai? No, it's the weather is nice actually. We use $100 in 2023. Let's see what happens in 2023, guys. You know, it's gonna be a very interesting year. Not only for waves. Okay, so maybe I'll follow your advice and close the stream and gonna hit the gym. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. People who are saying negative things, people who are supporting us. Blockchain is about community. You know, even if you're like very negative about waves, you still care, right? So it's good. You know, so I love you all, guys. I'm not sure about paid trolls, but like, okay, I don't hate them either. So have a nice week. We will have like a lot of new announcements next week. What they will be, we will announce what we do with USDN. I think this is the most important actually. So to resolve this. So please stay tuned and maybe we'll have like a separate AMA when we do this announcement. If we don't, see you next Friday. Ride on waves, stay positive, and I wish you happy holidays. Until next time.